Let's talk about a widely misunderstood metric, PUE, or power usage effectiveness. However, before jumping into the topic, it's important also to understand a bit of history. In the early days of measuring data center efficiency, PUE quickly became the go-to metric. As we move forward, especially with rising AI workloads and tightening sustainability goals, other metrics are coming into play, such as the WUE, water usage effectiveness, and CUE, carbon usage effectiveness. But those are topics for another day. Today, let's take a closer look at why PUE alone doesn't give us the full picture and how it can sometimes even be misleading. PUE was introduced as a basic guideline to measure the data center facility efficiency by measuring how much of the power entering a data center facility is actually used by the IT equipment. But here's the reality. PUE is not a true indicator of data center efficiency. Let me explain why. We often hear people say, a low PUE means you have an efficient data center. The truth is, depending on how you manage your IT resources, a low PUE could give you the wrong impression. Let me walk you through a very simple example. First, let's look at the traditional setup with 10 physical servers connected to a UPS, supported by standard air conditioning. With this setup, we've measured an average PUE of 1.4. Not bad, right? Now let's say we modernize our IT strategy. We virtualize. We consolidate workloads. Instead of 10 servers, we only need 2 to handle the same jobs. The IT load goes down significantly, but what happens to the rest of the infrastructure? Well, the UPS is still there. The air conditioning is still running, though far less active. The PUE is 1.9 higher than the traditional setup because the IT load has decreased, but the supporting infrastructure remains unchanged. PUE now tells us we're inefficient, when in reality, we've just made a massive improvement in IT efficiency and reduced our overall power consumption. Some observers might say your PUE looks terrible. But if you understand what's really going on, you'll realize this so-called bad PUE is the result of smarter IT utilization. If you have to choose between these two setups, which one would you choose? I'd take the bad PUE scenario every time because we've achieved better performance with fewer resources. PUE doesn't reflect the true effectiveness of your data center operations. And this is just one of the many issues with PUE. We should never rely solely on PUE as a performance indicator of a data center. Hi, I'm AI Edward. Follow us for more tips and updates. EPI, protecting your interest.